All right, bro. I'm gonna go through my pack and show you what I'm bringing, what I would usually bring on a long hike, so you can see kind of what I would bring, as well as what I won't be bringing, so you'll know what you'll have to bring for your own personal needs. All right, so these are my binoculars. They're my most optional item. If we do the skyline hike, 100% I'll bring them because we're above the tree line most of the time. But if we would do like a hike through the bush or something, then I wouldn't bring those. This is another optional item that I always bring, that I often usually bring, my axe, my hatchet. There's another thing, if we did the skyline hike, I'm not for sure if I would bring this, because like I said, we'd be above the tree line most of the time in like meadows and grasslands and stuff. I might still bring it just in case, but I don't always bring this. Next is the old trusty knife. This I always bring, obviously. It's not always this one. I have 3 knives that I bring for different situations. This is the knife I would bring if like we were in the bush. I would for sure not bring this on the skyline hike, but I would for sure bring this if we were like in the bush or somewhere. And I would think that maybe there'd be opportunities to make camp a little prettier, do a little fun stuff like arts and crafts kind of thing around camp. Maybe build my own shelter instead of popping a tent, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that is. This is my fuel for when I cook, because I don't cook over an open fire, because most of the backcountry campgrounds, they don't have fire rings, so you're not allowed to cook over an open fire. I'll always bring just a couple fucking easy snacks, high in calories and proteins for on the trail, just for like while I'm walking and stuff. I don't really care about flavors. I would care mostly about getting the nutrients I need to get the day's kilometers done. This is not on my pack when I'm hiking. This is my walking stick. Walking sticks are very important. They take 40, if you have 2, it takes 40% of the pressure off your knees. So if you just walk with one, then you're already taking 20% of the pressure off your knees. And it adds basically about an extra kilometer a day that you can hike. I got my fishing rod. This is another thing. I'm not 100% if I would bring this if we'd go to Skyline. I don't know if there's creeks there or rivers with fish in them. But if I'm hiking in a place where I know there's going to be waterways with fish in them, 100% I'll bring this because I don't need to bring as much food. Bear spray, no matter what, even if I'm going just 20 minutes from my house, but if I'm in the woods, I always bring bear spray. Bears are everywhere this year. It's my tackle box for my fishing rod. I've got mostly in here, if you're going to be bringing your own fishing gear and stuff, for fishing like creeks and shallows and stuff, then I fish with these small little flies that I made, as well as these things really work really well for brooks and stuff as well. Just so, like, I know you have some fishing gear, so if you know what to bring, so you don't have to bring everything. Got my first aid kit. It's pretty much set for any serious cuts or burns. It has some things for if you break your bones or something, but for that kind of situation, I would usually just make a splint, like get the rope off here, make a splint from something. I never had that situation, but that's what I would anticipate to do. It's from my cooking system, I'll show you later. This is my water filtration set, so while I'm walking, no matter what, I'll always have at least a liter of water on me. But for once we're at camp, or if I run out of water, I have this. I can just take any water source, which around here, there's always a water source of some kind around, and I can filter any water and turn it into potable water. This is my pillow. I would recommend bringing a pillow. It really helps, even if you're sleeping on ass fuck ground. Having a lightweight, easy pillow really helps because just that extra comfort. It really is a big thing. housing gear. It's the canopy for my tent. This is my cook system. So this is what I would cook my meals in. So this is obviously the pot. And then in here I have the stove. This goes into that film fuel canister. Hooks up to the stove. Tent poles. If you and I would be going, we would split up the tent. So you would carry like the poles and the spikes, and I would carry the canopy, or we'd switch it up, you know. Because yeah, it's both of our shelters, so we would both be splitting the weight. This is the tent. It's good for 3 people. Very comfortably can sleep 2 people. This is my food bag. It has all my food that I would bring. This is enough in here. I have enough for, I would say, 2 days, like 2 full days of hiking, and then like a half day, 2.5 days of food right here. So this is just dehydrated meals that you would just, in your pot, you boil water, you pour the water directly into here, and you got yourself a meal. I have a couple different, I have 3 cheese macaroni and cheese, Thai style peanut curry and rice, and then 2 different types of like rice and beans. I like rice and beans. And this is what's called a dry bag. So like another thing I would do if when I'm sleeping and stuff, any clothes that I want to wear the next day, I'll throw in my dry bag for while I'm sleeping. Just so that they stay dry in the night, because often there's condensation in the tent at night. So, you gotta put anything you want 100% have dry in your dry bag. Tent spikes. And last but not least, I have my sleeping bag. This is my summer sleeping bag. It's like half the size of my winter sleeping bag. I do have other sleeping bags if you need sleeping bags, bro. That's what all that is. Yeah, that's my entire hiking kit. That's what goes in my backpack. Sleeping bag. I have extras, so you wouldn't need to bring one. You need to bring your own pillow. Tent weight we can split. Food you'd have to bring for yourself, because like I said, that's only about enough for myself. So basically, just any food that you would need, you would have to bring for yourself. I recommend dehydrated meals. I'm looking into carrying real food, but for long hikes, that's just a lot of weight that I don't really like to carry around. Clothes, I usually wouldn't bring any extra clothes. Just whatever you're wearing on your back, I would wear that the entire 2 to 3 days. Smells is just stuff that you have to get used to on the trail. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking, I haven't heard from you yet, so I was thinking for the end of July to do a trip, hiking, camping trip. Tell me what you think, man. I think that's all the information I can give you. Also for backpack, I don't have an extra backpack. I might by the time, because I am thinking about buying a new one, because I would need a different backpack if I want to carry real food with me. But you might have to bring your own backpack, borrow from a friend or something, I don't know. That one right there is a 35 liter. It's good enough for maximum 3 full days of hiking. And it weighs empty like 2.5 pounds. And weight is a very important thing. You want to, when you're hiking, I don't know, I'm sure you've done long treks before, bro, but like even just after 24 hours of hiking, you're thinking to me, I often think to myself like, why did I bring this pillow? This is only 3.2 ounces, but I think to myself, those 3.2 ounces could have added another 60 steps before I became exhausted, you know? So weight has a lot of importance in what you're bringing. But yeah, hopefully that helps you with your decisions and stuff. Love you, bro.